Here we are, 2001 Honda Prelude. We are in the process of putting on aftermarket ground effects. I have my buddy that painted my Justy and my Mustang Cobra R hood do his ground effects. It's done in just a mom and pop's backyard garage. Not perfect, but it'll do. There's a couple little blemishes and stuff.
With our shirts off.
We got our shirts off because it's summer and it's hot, but here we are. We're gonna start with this side ground effect here. We already got the mud flap off. We just found out the front piece actually goes around the bumper, which is odd, but here we are. Start of the video right here. Here we go. We are starting on this side. We got this mud flap off right here. A little bit of rust there, but these just go over the existing one. So there's the ground effect already on there. That's how the front one does the same thing. There's the mud flap for this side, and there's a back one. We got to actually undo it underneath here. So that's what we're in the process of doing. So, and there's the stock side, looks right here. So yeah, it's just flat and plastic. But yeah, we're getting there. You know that the front one and the sides just go over the existing ground effects and bumper, and then it just mounts to the mud flap holes right there. The back one's got to all come off. Dave's working on that now. All right, here we are. Back ones are coming off. A little bit of an angle. Get them out, and then we're just using our fingers. All right, here we are. Taking off this other mud flap on the back. Using this cool little impact with the angle here. Interesting. Go the right way. Here we are. And from what I'm understanding is that the mud flaps are not going back on with the new ground effects, so that's good. You don't have to worry about them. I think we can just finger tight these out. Maybe, maybe not. Not that one. This one's, yeah. Can't be that easy, huh? There it is. 2 out. And the mud flap has an extra one inside here. If you can see, you can see it. It's right in there. See at the bottom. Right between there. Yep, you see it? I'll get that one out too. Loose. Just pop that right out. There we go. 4th mud flap off. All right, we got this one out right there, which is a real pain. I had to hold under here while he cranked up top, and it's rusted. I got one out of that, and here it is, right here. We salvage it. We're gonna have to reuse it. Yeah, we're getting there. All right, we'll clean off the clips in some water. Mud flaps are off. Not going back on. This back one is the hardest one here so far. There's like 10 clips in here going across, and the 2 outside ones are metal. But this will go in. That one's still on the bumper right here. And the other side, I showed you already, so we're almost there. Getting there. Well, I threw the metal ones in there to just rinse them off because they're really schmutzed up, dirtified, but we're having a problem. There's this hitch here. The last plastic piece is up here, and the hitch has 4 bolts. They're not budging. Them 2 there, and then there's 2 up here, which that ground effect will come down past this, so we got to get it off. You only used it twice, so it's coming off. All right, stock ground effect piece is off. Now to get that off of there, but you can see there's some bolts and more bolts we got to get off. All right, we're getting there. All right, them bolts right there, we believe they are in the car underneath there. So we'll find out in a second. Tires out, and we look to have a, maybe, I don't know, mouse nest, mice. We're gonna find out. I still don't see where you get that other spot. That's what it looks like without that. Here's the old one. And there's the new one over there. He's out, they cleaned up nicely, wet with water. We're soaking the other ones in some WD-40. All right, now back under here. We got these two out. Now we're on these. I'm having to use a C-wrench because we don't have a deep enough socket here. Let's see if we can get this off here. Almost there. And then we tried fitting up that on there, but the way this is, it's hitting really hard. You don't want to ruin what we got there. So we thought that they were in here because that was where the nest was. We thought we cleaned that out. But you can't get to there through there. Interesting. All right, let's check this out. Boom. No more tow hitch. The only thing is them bolts went inside there. We kept these ones from going through. We'll have to put some foam in there or something to get that from not rattling, but that's off. Now we should be able to put the ground effect right on. There's a tow hitch right there. It's a big burly little guy. But yeah, next time you see this, we'll be having a back bumper ground effect on. We'll start the video off right there. All right, we got it back on. There's what it looks like.
Can you hand me that light?
I'm gonna get him the light. We're having trouble getting the plastic clips back and we might have to zip tie it, but we're gonna get him the light so he can see under there. Yeah, we're putting the middle ones back in. There's one on each side, one over here, one right in the middle here, and then one over here. Here comes the ball. Here, you wanna make the video? You'll be the second dog making the video. Get it. Go get it. Yeah. Bring it back. You're making the YouTubes. Go ahead, drop it. No? All right, you drop it on the cement and run it into your dad's head. Yeah, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Back one's on. Yeah, let me see if I can see what we're doing here, but yeah, there's a clip right down in there. The middle one we got, and then he's putting the plastic ones in. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So here we are back, we're zip tying all of them. We have the metal 3 in, and we're zip tying the rest. And now he's gonna tighten the metal ones, and then we're gonna pull the zip ties tight again. And it should pull itself nice and tight. Heck yeah. Hungry after working on a Honda Prelude all day, putting ground effects on. Got some vegan pizza here, looks great. Antonio's Pizzeria, Pittsburgh, check them out. All right, we had some dinner, and I believe that's it for today. The back ground effect is on. As you can see, we have to come back around for the side skirts and the front piece at a later date. But yeah, that's it for today. Over and out. All right, here we are, day 2, a week later, in preparation for the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix. We're putting the rest of Dave's ground effects on. As you can see, he did. The side ones are on, look at that. Yes. We got the side ones on, and the back one on, here from the other day we did. I'm gonna do a little step down, walk around here. Yeah, he's got this side done. He's in the middle of waxing it. So yeah, there's this side. And then we're gonna do the front. So next time you see it, we're gonna have this front on. There it is. Going on. There it is. Front bumper lip is on. Looks great with the side ground effects. It all came together nicely. It's 2 screws on each side here, and we're gonna pull it forward on this hump and then bring it up more and then do 2 more underneath. Yeah, that's that. Side skirts, front lip, and rear lip on a 2001 Honda Prelude. Oh yeah. The final product here. Get a shot from all sides. Got it all waxed up, ready for the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix 2026 Shenley Park Race Weekend International Car Show. Rear shots here. Another view from the back here. Background effect. I'm gonna end the video with this front shot here. Oh yeah, check that out. I'm gonna go right into the Prelude. Here I am driving back from putting the rest of the ground effects on my buddy's 2001 Honda Prelude. Driving through Oakland. About to make a right on the Shenley Drive up here. Close shot of the Cathedral of Learning here in Oakland. Pitt campus, bunch of campuses here. So yeah, I'll zoom in on that and be back at Shenley Park. So yeah, just doing a little interlude stop in the middle of setting up. So going back to checking on everybody. Over and out. Let's see how close this brand new camera can get to this. Huh. Pretty cool. Brand new iPhone 7 Pro Max. I just got it. Here we go. Spin around on day 2 here. The Supra down through here is all us. So.
Actually have one of the least caffeine per 150. So like if you just in Celsius, it was at 200 here. There's still like an outline of an old racing number, like an 8 or something like that on the door. Oh well.